Good day guys, this is Melvin Satishan. In our previous session, we have completed the unit testing with the help of VI test module. We created a basic Node.js project, then we created a function, then we defined a set of test rules and a result, then we created the unit test according to the test plan. Then we completed the testing like a npm test. It's working as expected. Excellent. Our next step is to implement a compiler in this Node.js project. We would be using Vercel. We can also use a rollup or any other compilers, but I prefer Vercel since it is pretty straightforward and it supports the testing and debugging as well. And let's quit this test module. Next, we have to install npm i-g @vercel/ncc. So I'll install it in a globally. So I'll go for a sudo and I'll give my password. So the module has already been installed. So if I check ncc, the binary is available. Pretty straightforward. Yes. So if I look at here, I don't have anything in the destination. The compilation is as simple as if you write a code in the JSX or TypeScript. So in that case, we have to compile the code. So it will take the necessary modules and the source codes. Then it will make it in a production ready format. So that's called compilation. We are using a Vercel here, and we will pick the source code from src, and the compiled code will go to the destination. Kindly note that here we have the source, and here is basically a function in the index.js. Suppose if we execute this index.js, nothing is going to happen. It will just turn into it will get completed, and we will be getting the next prompt because we are not calling this function. So let's call this function first. Let a response equal to await and get users. We want to know what would be the output. So console.log response dot I'll give or rather I'll give a response. This is more than enough. Later we will go for the enhancements. So our index.js file is ready, and if I execute, it will work as expected. See, I haven't received any errors. It got executed. Perfect. Now this code is good to compile. And on the other hand, if I do the unit testing, that unit testing as well, it will work. So npm test, my unit test is passed. There is nothing failure in it. Perfect. So everything is aligned. Now we are going to bake this code. So how do we do that? ncc build src index.js -o dest. This dest is our destination folder. I'll just do enter. Now the destination folder is ready. If we look at it, we have an index.js and we have a package.json. Here it is mentioned as module. Perfect. And index.js, so it contains the necessary modules, high level codes, everything, so we don't need to worry at all. Now we have to do one last piece of item in the package.json. Here we have defined the test. Now here we have to define start and what it should start. I'll be defining something like a node destination / index.js, and I will make sure this is a proper JSON format. So we have all our code is ready. How do we test this? npm start. If I provide npm start, it is getting executed. So in this time, it is executing from the index.js. Let me rename this to something else. I'm going to index c.js. Okay, a spelling mistake, or I'm just gonna do, yeah, index c.js. Perfect. So in this case, let's do npm start. It throws error. Perfect. Now if I go and rename it, excellent, and if I execute npm start, it is started, which means that it is taking from this index.js file, right? And on the other hand, I'm just gonna delete this folder. Let's see what is gonna happen. I just moved it to trash. There is nothing. So we have the source code here, test is here, and the destination is here, and the JS vanilla is here. Okay, so I'm going to give npm start. It's working as expected. So in the production deployment, we will take, or we will cherry pick the necessary modules, the necessary source codes, and we will compile it and move it into the production ready deployment. I repeat, the production ready deployment destination, so that we can make sure that unwanted garbages will be there in our production deployment. It will be clean and neat, or rather least modules are available. What are all essential modules are required, that would be available there. So this way we can compile it. Okay, now just to give you few more hint, we will create the code baking process as one pipeline in Jenkins. Our next pipeline is going to be a unit testing, and the third pipeline is going to be our compilation. And the fourth pipeline I'm planning for a Docker baking process. Fifth pipeline, we are going to do the testing. Okay, so all our 5 pipelines will be there. All these pipelines we would be chained together, so that you will see, you would be able to visualize there are different microservices all together forms a single workflow. It would be looking nice. So I don't want to crack those surprise elements. Let's look at the next video for super exciting topics. I respect your time and thank you so much for the support. And this is Melvin Satishan is signing off. Bye bye.